nubcakes that are currently in and who are not new to the game to basically roll anyone who happens to be new. So we're going to do a little bit of massage. I am Grease Scotsman, and I'm here with my wonderful staff from Quake Live TV. We've got Rotten Rose in the house. I believe Slava is around, and we also have a good friend from the enemy territory Quake Wars days, Charles Whitman. So,
and hopefully joining us will be Jahar shortly.
So I think we got these first matches are always the hardest ones to coordinate, guys, because we try really hard to not have friggin' Stywoo in first, because he will just totally kind of destroy people, and we like to make this as even as possible. And honestly, I think we do a pretty good job. We end up getting pretty good, pretty good stuff here. So let's see. Now we have run into issues where we get players on here who are like, I'm new, and then they end up being awesome. When that happens, what we do is we basically keep track of it, and if they try to show up again and be like, I'm new, like say Chain is a great example, we don't let them in first because we know they're lying. So yeah, it should be good times. All right. So we can get an F3 out of Dan. And actually 1v1 Clan Arena would actually be a little bit cool, I have to say. I wouldn't really mind. Yeah. We'll just do that. Alright, I just forced him ready. So hopefully, Dan's definitely at his keyboard. Not going to be a big deal. We are going live right now. And this is going to be King of the Hill, round 32. I'm Grease Scotsman, and here comes Dan, skipping the red armor, and instead going straight for a plasma gun, walking into 10 gigahertz, his lightning gun, and it was a painful endeavor. 10 gigahertz is like, holy crap, red armor's there? What? Okay. Hey, I'll take it. So far a great start for 10 gigahertz because he's currently rocking a 200, now 150. Looks like Dan's been shut out of absolutely everything. Let's go take a look at Dan, because I would say he's not really having fun right now. He is yet to hit a shot, in fact. If we go take a look at 10 gigahertz, doing much better, 30% LG. Red armor is up. He's a bit late to it, but it's not going to cost him much, as we see that he's enjoying an enormous stack of 200, and Dan Fun will go down pretty quickly. 10 gigahertz, he says, he's played maybe some Clan Arena, I think. Maybe I saw that in the chat. He is new to Duel, though. So being new to Duel can actually put you at a huge disadvantage, especially when you start playing up against the likes of, say, Chain or the Wuss, or really anyone else who's had a bit more experience. 10 gigahertz, look at this, bypassing the kill, and says, fine, hey, if you're going to leave that red armor up, I'm going to make you pay. Although he's whiffed every single rail. That's another one. Wow. Okay, so those of you watching the stream, if you want to beat 10 gigahertz, use your rail gun. Because, yeah, that's not terribly good accuracy there. 11%. There you go. Rocket will finally get him that third frag. 10 gigahertz is good idea. Switch weapons. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Not really, because that was actually Scorpion that says that. But, yeah, so I would say rail, a little bit weak for 10 gigahertz. Like, oh, wait, there's a little bit of a warm-up. I like that. That's getting him the fourth frag. Looking a little better. And let's see, he's going to drop in on this health. Now, he hasn't really pushed for full item dominance, but I think that's because he realizes that his opponent isn't necessarily running the items. If you're going to take a look, yeah, Dan is over in the pillars. He does have Mega, though. He was able to steal that away. He dodged it. No, look at this. He just wants to kill. He's like, I'm going to try to do damage. I don't care if I die. And, even better rocket from 10 gigahertz. 76 health, though, for 10 gigahertz as he escapes that fight. So, this will be a quick and easy frag. Oh, actually, again, the railgun not coming in handy for 10 as he almost died there. One good rocket would have put him down. He's able to pick up this yellow armor, but that's gonna give Mega to Dan Fun. Go take a look at him. He's needing a lightning gun. Yes, here we go. Let's go. 10 gigahertz, not terribly well stacked at the moment. Red armor is still up. 10 did not go get it. So let's go see if Danfun's going to scoop that up. No, he's not even going over to that part of the map. He's like, I'm out of control. I don't even know what red armor is. Hey, oh, it's ooh shiny. I don't know. It seems like Danfun is like afraid of armor. He's very new to Quake Live. I think it shows. His movement is not nearly as quick as his opponents. And let's go take a look at Danfun for a moment. Oh, he will grab that red armor. We're going to stick with Danfun for a moment. Now see, basically his concept of Quake right now is to just run forward. So I'm going to start talking about basically, you know, from a new player's perspective, things that Dan could do. So I'm hoping that he perhaps watches this video on demand and he's like, okay, I'm kind of new, so, you know, help me out. First thing is, okay, right off the spawn, think about where you died and think about where your opponent is going to be coming. Now, if 10 gigahertz was a, unfortunately, I would say, better player, he would have been controlling this mega health and that red armor. So the fact that Danfun got both is a mistake. The fact that Danfun was able to basically get them for free is a mistake by 10 gigahertz's part. On the other hand, Danfun just, he didn't win that fight, and he's trying to move in here, and he's not doing any damage, really. Oh, there it is. That's a nice close blast of the shotgun, though. And, you know, basically, you know, at that range, the shotgun is so extremely lethal that even though Danfun missed most of those previous shots, he'll die here. You know, that shotgun basically was the great equalizer there in that fight. He's going to try to go in for this mega, and basically, Dan's just basically always aggressive. Now, one thing that you will learn as your Quake skills advance is that you don't always want to be aggressive, especially when you're not in control. Essentially, what ends up happening is, when you die and you spawn, you think, okay, where did I die? Where's my opponent going to be coming from? Let me run away from them so I avoid them. And then, what weapons do I need in order to get back into the fight? On DM6, that's typically a railgun. If you're not really confident with the railgun, then your next best in weapon is going to be the rocket launcher. And I would say after that, it's going to be the lightning gun. Okay, and then the next thing you're looking for after you get maybe 2 of those weapons, you definitely want some armor. Now, if you spawn near armor, then you might want to put that higher on your priority list. But weapons is something that you always want to grab initially off the spawn. I can talk to these players since I am I'm the admin of the server. They do see what I type, so. So we'll see if 10 will attempt that there. I gave him a message there. He can attempt handicap in order to make this thing a little bit more fair. Let's go back to Danfun. So as a new player, he's been able to get some armor, okay? And so the next thing that he wants to do is whenever you get a little bit of resources, okay, that be some solid weapons and some nice armor, right? The next thing that you're doing is you want to slow down, okay? You want to basically listen to where your opponent is coming from, because the sound cues in this game are your salvation when you are out of control. And by out of control, I mean you're the one not able to run the juiciest items. Like this mega health against a better player would never, ever be left up. And so Dan is basically getting them for free. And then here, Danfun should be like, I need a rocket launcher. How do I get... what's the quickest route to a rocket launcher? This was not the best one. Let's see if he... Now, see, he's backing up, and that's actually helping 10 gigahertz. The more that he backs up with that shotgun, the easier it is for 10 gigahertz to win the fight, because the shotgun's strength is at close range. On the other hand, you know, lightning gun can also be extremely effective at close range, so it really kind of depends on how you dodge. And I would say that right now, 10 gigahertz, you know, he's basically piling on the frags because he is able to predict, you know, how Danfun is going to basically either go straight at him or, yes, you would do less damage with handicap on. That is correct. Now look at that, Danfun